Mine is on behalf of the Kibaaras to say a big thank you, first of all, for coming, for finding the time. Karibuni sana to feel at Mike's function. Mike has graduated. So to me, that's the biggest milestone today. And that he has gone through what I would call a very important stage of education and made me very proud as his father. Mike is a very focused, very clear, and very directed young man. Mike is not an A student, but also not an A student, but he's an A student in the sphere of life, the school of life, which to me is probably more important than any other school. So he is an A student in as far as that is concerned. We have skilled him in a way that, one, he's humble. Two, he remembers the important things in his life. And three, he respects people. That is one very big lesson I am happy he has learned.
There are things that he loved most. He loved stones, he loved screwdrivers, he loved nails, he loved razor blades. So when he was young, we could not wash his clothes just. We had to empty his pockets because all those things were stashed in his pockets from nursery. Today was fantastic. I'm elated, I'm excited, I'm happy. I am thankful that my prayers were answered. What we are doing today, we are celebrating a success. But the journey has not been easy. It has not come without its ups and downs. So it's been a roller coaster for the 4 years. He's done his best. He's worked very hard because he goes to school and works at the same time. So I can say he's handled the two very well. What I'm most proud of about Mike is that he's maintained his person from when he was born. He was born a peaceful person. Peaceful in the sense that he doesn't like noise. He already knows what he wants to do, so you don't have to tell him so many things. He thrives when you guide him and not shout at him. He's been very self-driven. He's a risk taker. He likes to know the next thing to do. He's a Mr. Fix-It.
I'm hoping first and foremost that he'll finish his education well. He's now doing his masters. I'm also hoping that he'll make a huge contribution to this country, and I'll be very happy to see him in future growing into a young man who does not just contribute to the company, but is able to upskill himself.
He has that self-belief in him that if I apply myself, it is possible that I can get a solution. And that is really memorable for me. It is a milestone for me. The fact that he can go all out, apply himself, even in areas he doesn't know, and he will still go full throttle and apply himself. I would wish for him to proceed with his education because he's already started his masters. Second phase, once he's done with his education to the level he wants to go, I would love to see him now put his hands to action, work fully now, continue earning a living. He earns a living, continue earning a living. And the third part now is settle down with a good girl and start a family. I want to be a grandmother.
My younger role model is my brother. I look at him so many times and I get so inspired. I get the feeling of competition, positive competition. And he inspires me to be a better man every day. I just want to say I love him so much, and he is my first best friend.
Today I'm feeling great. I'm feeling happy that he's finally graduated and that he's finally cleared this stage of his life. The most significant moment that I remember is when he was doing his project. I think that was one of the hardest moments yeah, and he had to push through, and I had to also help where I can.
For my sister, I won't lie, tunasengenyanga watu na yeye. But this is one woman that I'm really proud to call my sister. She's walked with me so many times, but to be fair, she's taught me a few things that no one would ever teach me. Like for one, she's taught me how to be direct and honest, but still remain respectful. I'd like to say that she's the best person I can ever go to for anything at all. Anything in terms of I need day-to-day advice, how to carry on with work, school, balance it out. She really helps me.
Well, what made me happy the most is when he was saying things about me, things I never knew. It really made me happy, and these are the moments I will never forget. I remember a hard time when he got into an accident. I felt like I was at the bottom of the sea. I felt like my world has come to an end, and that's the time I didn't want to believe in God, but I believe in Him anyway. And now He's here, He's alive, He's kicking, and I'm happy.
What am I looking forward for him to achieve is to achieve his goals, to achieve the next milestone, and to finally see his dreams come to life.
My most proud thing of mine is obviously his graduation, his milestone, the man he's become to be. He's no longer a small man, a boy. He's now the man who protects me. My hopes for mine are for him to become the best version of him, to continue growing, to become wealthy, to become the best version of him.
I want to say I love you very, very much. Keep growing, keep being the best brother in the world. You're my only brother, and I truly appreciate you. And may God bless you, and may we continue solving each other's problems. Thank you.
I blessed you before, I'm blessing you now. Well, this is a great day. Mike has prepared, and I want to really congratulate his dad, Lawrence, my son, who has really staged this thing for his son, and he has done so because Mike deserves it.
I was anxious. I'm an introvert, so I'm not really someone who likes attention on them. So, and the whole day has been about attention on me. I'm not complaining, just that I was anxious, but I slowly warmed up into it.
And he told me that he was doing computer engineering, IT, and I realized that this is the computer IT age, information age, technological age. I felt that he has taken on the right direction and is doing well.
So I was working full-time and handling the degree. It wasn't easy at first, but I learned how to balance it out. I'd say third year is when it got hardest, because I started getting into the nitty-gritty of it, and I needed my full attention there. At the same time, work needs my full attention, so it wasn't easy. But what I'm most proud of is the fact that, as you've seen for yourself today, the hall was full. Every single one of those people has showed up for me. So I can confidently say I have a big team behind me.
He has always been that passionate about his education. such that when you went to school, you see a person who is curious, wanting to learn. That is something I can say is what has led to this day being a success.
Don't have your last moment of joy at your last moment of life. My friend, when you make the money, I love that you love the Mercedes. It's also my car. And ila wakati niko nje ya county, I'll give you a good Mercedes to drive for a week when I'm out, so that you can, the dream can continue feeling and you can continue swimming for it. The only thing I'll tell you is that when you drive a Mercedes of whatever kind, you'll never drive any other car. I tried, utajikuta tu umerudi hapo. So that is a good thing. Simple joys of life is my first gift. Very good. So when I was coming here, as I told you, I was with the deputy president to make the point about connections and network is your net worth. I told him I don't want anything from you because you're in a different function. But he had a notebook he had not taken any notes with. I just grabbed it from him. So from the office of the deputy president, somewhere you can write down your ideas when you have them. And it is fully branded.
I've already hopped onto a master's. I'm doing a master's in management and organizational development. I'm looking forward to being called a doctor probably by 25, because I'm just 21. For my family, I'm looking to really get my hands on deck when it comes to the business. I think I want to say a big thank you, first of all, to everyone that showed up. I personally invited everyone in that room, and everyone honored my invites. That's truly humbling for me. I want to first of all tell my family, thank you. They've been with me through so many things, and they continue holding my hand endlessly. Even with the masters, they tell me, you want to be a pilot now? Fine, be a pilot. They've been my endless support. I don't think I'd be anywhere without them.
In the spirit of being light, and in the spirit of throwing your hands in the air and celebrating your moment, this is the formal part. Please make sure you have your informal part where dad and mama are not, so that you enjoy. Because you will have very rare moments of this kind later in life. Do them now, my brother. So I compiled a little envelope. I will not mention how much so that these guys don't tell you to give you 10%, but it's something that can sustain you for about a weekend of full of partying. So I'll give this to you so that you can be able to go and party.
I'm really humbled to see everyone show up, support me, walk with me, dance with me as a graduate, and all my gratitude goes to God. None of this would be possible without him.
My hope is that he will be successful. He will achieve, and he will serve the nations, not just Kenya. He will serve the nations because he is an ambitious young person.
It's a huge achievement. Most of young men get lost in the lack of purpose of education, and information is key. Can only give you the greatest power, all right? So that anything that is in your head can never be taken away.
The only thing when you're a young person is you accepting to follow education as your path. You can choose other things. You can see people in the streets. Young boys of his age are busy flossing. With the money maybe the dad has, he'll be busy flossing outside here. But he's chosen his path.
Mike, your degree is not important now, but your master's will be very important. So look for what you don't have. What you have is nothing.
If Mike has graduated, we are looking forward for him to bring somebody else to come where he is, to achieve what he has achieved, and even to guide him or even further. That is his pride. The pride is the product.
Mike's graduation is quite inspiring for us. I'm very elevated to be here today to celebrate with him and to encourage him on his journey. Education, they say, is a key to success, especially the kind of career which he has chosen, IT.
Mike is a disciplined boy. Yes, he has the ambition. He has actually cooked for us, chefed himself up, and did good, spectacular meals. So he's grooming himself up.
And the respect he has for his parents and the older generation. So I wish him good I'm still there with my brother. We are the big brothers. We'll guide him and always put God first.
Yes. And
Put
be
God first.
the man who you want to be.
Yes.
It's a key achievement. Don't be tailor-made by peer pressure.
I hope that Mike can be the next creative engineers that we have in this country to develop solutions that can help, help Kenyans.